Hello everybody, Rope Fox here, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock. This is episode 17, and in the last episode, we finished working on, well, I guess we didn't finish, but we did start work on the bakery, and if you remember, in between episodes, I said I would finish working on the shell, but if we take a look over here, that didn't happen unfortunately. So I do have a very good reason for that, which I will share in just a moment. But this is what we got done, and we placed in the wheat farm here, we placed in the cocoa bean farm. Now I did hear a double tick after watching the clip, and what I realized is I double wired this circuit here. So this powers the piston down below, and that's also powering the dispenser right here to the wheat farm. So I think to do this, just a quick fix, what we're going to do is place that right there, and this should fix it and keep it from cross wiring. Redstone there, and it connects. Yep, I think that should do it. So this is what we worked on in the last episode, but like I said, today we are going to do something very fun, very exciting, and we are starting a brand new project. So we are going to start work on a very big build, a very big project with Prowl. So let's go ahead and meet up with him.
All right, guys. So I'm here with Mr. Rogue Fox. How you doing, Rogue?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. And just hit a little tab button here. As you guys can see, I'm in my safety inspector outfit. And that is because I think me and Rogue are going to talk safety. Rogue, you have the same passion for safety as I do, correct?
Yes, I do love me some safety.
All right. Well, I'm all about keeping the realm safe, as my fans know. I definitely appreciated and loved your help with TNC's base, so I think we got something that we can kind of build off of here, and maybe we can help make the realm not only a lot safer place, but maybe a lot more prosperous as well. So what do you think about that?
I think that is a great idea because I really had a lot of fun, and definitely we brought safety to the realm, especially covering up that huge hole that TNC had. Unfortunately, we did lose that wandering villager or wandering trader down below,
Yeah.
but that just goes to show you that we need safety on this realm.
Me and Rogue Fox, we've been talking, behind closed doors. We've had some, secret meetings, and we've got some plans. So we want to expand our safety operations to do more than just keeping the realm safe, but we also want to provide other services to the realm. And we're going to do that by, making sure we provide some great products as well. Isn't that right?
That is correct, because you know me, I'm all about, and I'm sure my audience knows too, I'm all about shops and having a successful business and everything like that. And I would love to bring that knowledge and experience to our little safety inspection business. Now, of course, it is going to be a little bit more, obviously, than safety inspections, but
Yeah.
in order for the whole realm to be prosperous, we do need to provide goods for everyone also, on top of bringing safety to everyone.
Yeah. So I think this sounds like a great idea. So, like I said, we've talked a little bit, but what we need to figure out, I think, is we need to figure out what kind of, I guess, what do we need to start with here to really get our business going? And I don't know where we're gonna. I don't know a good location to do this either. I don't know. Do you have any ideas for what we can start out with?
So, as far as what we need to start out with, we do need. Okay, so what kind of goods do you want to provide? I guess that's the question. What goods do we want to provide to everyone on the realm?
Well, I mean, I had some ideas, and one thing that I guess I was kind of thinking is a lot of my ideas are going to involve needing a fuel source and or a bone meal source. So I was thinking, like, there's one thing I can think of that encompasses both of those, and that's a kelp farm. So I
Yeah.
wonder if that would maybe be a good thing to start with, just to kind of kickstart our business.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's a really good idea. Kelp farm, that'll give us some fuel. That'll give us bone meal, because I do have my skeleton farm, but I know if we're going to do big things, we are going to need bone meal that is pretty much going to make itself 24/7 if possible. So I think a kelp
Okay.
farm is a great idea.
All right, good. Well, let's Do you have like a good idea on where we can do it? Because I don't think we should do it maybe in either one of our bases. We need a good location though.
Yeah, so actually there is a good spot since we are neighbors. And let's go ahead if I can actually take off. There we go.
Yeah.
So there is this open spot, which it's a little too close to the desert though, so I'm not quite sure. But I
Hmm.
know your base. If I just use one more rocket, I'm already looking at your base. And of course, if this wasn't realms, I would see your base from far away. But we do have
Yeah.
this area in between us. We have this little patch and then this little forest area that we could use.
Yeah.
And then that'd be pretty much centered in between our bases, I think.
Huh. Yeah, I think you're right. So I guess we need to maybe clear out some of this first, and then yeah, and then maybe we can figure out the exact location that we'll put. I guess we'll start with the kelp farm, right?
Yep, we'll start with the kelp farm. And then, oh, there you are. I was like looking all in the air for you and everything. I didn't know where you went. Yeah, so if
Yeah.
we start with the kelp farm, we will definitely have to knock all these trees down, which will give us a decent amount of wood for whatever we want to do with. But yeah, we can build a kelp farm, and then that could give us fuel, and then that can also give us bone meal. And I'm thinking this, I mean, this sounds like a pretty big project,
Yeah.
so it would be cool, I think, if this kelp farm basically fed other farms, kind of like a farmception, I guess, like Inception, a farm within a farm, kind of.
A farm within a farm. Okay. So I guess so what? We would have kelp. Obviously that's going to run the furnaces. And
Right?
then we'll turn a lot of that to fuel, and I guess we'll have extra after that. And then we'll have bone meal from it too. So what kind of farms are we gonna have it run? Like I guess like micro farms, maybe?
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Maybe I just had to do that. I couldn't help it.
Poor guy. Poor little sheep.
Maybe we can even have a sheep farm in there. I mean, it's not gonna run off of bone meal or anything like that, but I mean, we can make an automatic sheep farm also. That can be like a side little side part of what we want to do, because everyone
Yeah,
needs
I
wool,
think
right?
yeah, this is true. I think that's good as well. So I guess let's start like I guess we got some long-term plans here. So let's I guess start with the basics. Let's go through and chop down a lot of wood, and then let's figure out where our building's going to go and about how big we're going to make this kelp farm, and we'll see what we can get done on this thing.
All right. Yep, that sounds like a plan to me.
All right. So me and Rogue Fox are back. We have been in a creative world, the creative version of the realm actually, and I think we got a pretty good plan. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I think we have a pretty solid plan down. It definitely required us having to map it out, or else with how big we want to make this thing and all the cool things we want to do, if we didn't have a plan, this could be a very chaotic and stressful project if we didn't have some
Yeah.
sort of foundation or idea of what we wanted to do, blueprint.
Yep. So I'm thinking like, so this is going to be kind of the level where our building's going, right? Is this good for you too?
Yep, that works for me. It looks like we'll just have to. I'll bring in some dirt and then start trying to flatten it out some more, so it's actually all on the same level.
Yeah. So like this will be kind of ground level, and then we were talking, and then we figured that the like general like I guess skeleton of the building will be 33 blocks by 33 blocks, and then we'll decorate it and shape it from there. But that's just going to kind of be like the inner guts of it. It'll be 33 by 33, right?
Right.
And then so I guess we need to figure out like where's the center of our building going to be, so that way
Good
we
question.
can map that out. Because we want to make sure we have enough room on this side to where we're not super crowded by this ledge. Although by looking at how sharp it is, we'll probably even smooth. Do you think we'll probably smooth this out or what?
Yeah, or at some point, whenever we decide to decorate or however we want to decorate, we can actually work this cliff into our build if we want to. Little
Hmm.
cliff edge.
Okay.
But
Maybe we should. Do you think it'd be best to like we'll figure out where's the corner ish of our building going to go, and then we'll kind of like map it back out that way, maybe?
yeah,
So like
that'd
how close
probably
do you
be
want the building to
best.
the corner here? What do you think would be a good distance of the corner of
Uh,
our building being from this cliff face?
maybe I don't know, somewhere maybe like right here, maybe.
Okay. So
Well,
if
because there
that's
is that. I just want to make sure because oh well, we are gonna build this part up anyways.
yeah, we'll build this up.
But
So
that'd be a nice
basically,
little
we need
corner
to.
piece from anyone flying in or coming in from one of our portals.
Okay.
I
So
think.
basically, right here. So we need to go 33 in this direction and 33 in that direction. So guess let's do that really quick. It doesn't really matter what block we're doing. So if you want to maybe start working that way and I'll work this way, we'll see
Okay. Oh, I
how
do
big
have
this thing's going
stone.
to be.
Okay. I was like, do I even have any blocks to do that?
I
So
got wood that we just
33.
chopped.
Oh yeah, huh? Why?
Two.
Surprisingly, I only have. Oh no, I do have a stack. I was like, I only have 14.
Oh, the blocks that we use is funny. It all
Yeah.
got like hodgepodge and stuff over there.
Right.
That's all right. It works. It works.
Yeah. Work with what we got.
Oh, dude, now I want to clear. I want to clear this out. So um, you guys should see me and Rogue working this out in a creative world. Like, I don't know about Rogue, but I'm giddy over this. Like, I'm really excited about what this thing is going to turn out like. It's going to be a huge project, just so you guys know.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
want to maybe give away everything that it's going to do yet, but it's going to be a huge project that I can see start to finish taking months, but
Yeah.
it'll definitely have like it'll be in sections. So we'll have completed working parts of it in not too long. And we have a lot of stuff we're going to add on to it to really like make this thing ridiculous.
Right. So I guess pretty much it'll have its phases that we'll go through.
Yep. And you know what? We need to. So me and Rogue we were throwing around some names, and of like what is our thing going to be called? We can't just sit here and call ourselves safety inspectors because that's
Right.
a
It's
little
kind of lame.
informal. Yeah, it wouldn't look good on a business card. Basically, is what I'm thinking. Um, so we were bouncing names back and forth a little bit and ideas and acronyms and stuff like that. And then I think safety inspector should still go in it because ultimately that's our goal. That's like one of our main goals is to make the realm safe, not only in the actions that people take, but the products that everybody consumes as well. We want to make sure they're safe products, right?
Right.
So safety inspectors, and then what was the other part? Safety inspector, what? Safety inspection.
Was it corporation?
Okay, yeah. Safety inspection, corporation, and more.
More. Because
So
we are doing more than just safety inspections.
yeah, our goal is to always do more. We want to do more for the realm. We want to do more for everybody here. Basically, is kind of our motto. So, safety inspection, corporation, and more. And I kind of like the acronym for that. SICM.
Yeah.
SICM, maybe.
Sickum. Yeah.
It actually kind of has a cool ring to it.
Yeah, it does. Sickum.
All right, cool. So this is I guess this is the beginning of Sikkim right here, and then I guess we'll have to like once we finish this thing like officially like fully, we'll probably have to have like some kind of like ceremony or something. I think.
Oh yeah, definitely have some sort of we'll have to do something for sure.
All right, cool. So Rogue Fox, I'll see you later, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. You have a good day of work or whatever else it is that you'll be doing between now and the next time I see you.
Yep. All right. Sounds good. You too.
All right, bye.
Later. Oh. Let's try that again. All right. It has been a couple of days since Prowl and I got together to discuss the project that we wanted to work on, and I know since then he has done a live stream, and I didn't get to catch it, but I'm pretty sure he may have worked on the kelp farm. But let's go ahead. We're going to do some work ourselves. We're going to get the red kit. We're going to get our stone kit. And let's see. We can take off here. There we go. So I haven't seen what he has done over here just yet. And nice. Yep, that is the kelp farm. And we're not going to go over this in detail. He looks like he still has some shulker boxes here. Looks like cobblestone. Oop. Cobblestone, he does have some stone, and I guess if he needs more, thankfully, we just made a stone generator over at the base. So this is the kelp farm. Like I said, we're not going to go over it, but we are doing a little bit of a different design than what the others are doing. So we made this so we can actually stack it up vertically. So instead of having a V shape going out like that on both sides, we decided that we were going to do it like this and then have it go straight up. So you can see that in action right there. Very cool. And like I said, these are all one module, and all we do is duplicate this whole thing and then stack it up however high we want. So that is what Prowl did, and I don't know if he did a stream episode for that, where he streams it and then turns it into one of his episodes. But what we're going to do is work on cooking this stuff. So he did leave a sign right here that says cook. And on this level, hello down there, I'll take care of you in just a moment. On this level, what we're going to do is start building the smokers that are going to cook the dried kelp. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more than 16 because we did make this 33 blocks long. Sounds right. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do here is place in our smokers. So again, he has titled this cook, just so I know where everything is going. He kind of laid out the whole foundation, as you can tell, and set up the floors that we want to do. And we are going to work on our parts bit by bit. So it kind of helps that I know where things are going to go, because I told him I would hate to have all the smelters on the wrong floor, and that's going to be a separate floor. So you can imagine if I did all this work we're about to do right now and I placed it on the wrong floor, yeah, that would not only delay things, but that would be a bit frustrating because of all the time it would take to do that. So for this, what we're going to do, I made 32 smokers. There we go. So what we're going to do is, let's see, how are we going to, he gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. So I will probably need a lot of wood, but what we need to do is run a line of hoppers going this way. And I wonder if we should start with 16, but at thinking about it, as we do expand, I do want this to accommodate everything. So even if all of the smokers aren't being used, at least they're installed. So thinking about the end game, I love that movie. So thinking about the end game, we do want to have all of these lined up. So I'm going to need a line of hoppers running this way. And I think what we discussed was having our storage over here that disperses everything to all the micro farms we want to build. So it makes sense if we do have a hopper line running this way. And I was digging through his shulker boxes, or his chests, and I think I don't know if he does have enough iron. It's somewhere. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that's enough, but I guess we'll work with what we have. So let me go ahead and craft up some hoppers, and then we'll get this party started. And I pretty much used up all of Prowl's iron that was in the chest. I think there's about 15 left, but I was able to craft 48 hoppers. Now, I'm thinking about this. I should probably only do this half because we still have hoppers that need to run across the top. So I do have enough to have 3 hoppers for each thing, and you'll see what we're going to do here, but let's go ahead and start placing these in. So we'll stop there for now, and after measuring this out, because this is 33 blocks long, that gives us 31 blocks on the inside of the building, because this will be the wall here, and then that means we can do 15 here, a gap, and then another 15. But like I said, we do want to have storage over here. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work just yet. And then, of course, we do have all of this open space that's going to be here. So, I mean, that is quite a bit of space. I don't know if we'll use it all, but only time will tell. Like I said, as we expand and add more kelp farms going up and up, we may need to start running smokers along this way, and that'd be cool to have a whole line of smokers just going all over the place. But let's go ahead and start placing these in. So as these cook the kelp, they are going to drop down into the hopper line that we have down below, and then they are going to go off into the storage system. So for now, let's go ahead and place a chest like that. And then what we need to do next is place hoppers on the top. And we do need to set up, because we do want to have more than just kelp. We want to smelt more than just kelp. And like I said, I don't want to share everything. I don't know if he's shared it already. But we do want to have another fuel source, or another source besides kelp. And that is going to go... Oh, hello. Oh, what? Oh man, okay, let me fix these and I'll be right back. I went ahead and fixed the hoppers, and I also placed in that top line of hoppers right there. So like I was saying, we do want to have two different sources, this one being kelp, and the other one, like I said, I'm not sure if he has shared it yet, and I don't know if it's okay for me to share just yet, but we do want to filter that down as well. So what I was thinking originally was having item filters on the back using our item sorter, mechanics. So I'm thinking probably an easier and cheaper way to do this is to let this whole line be kelp, and let's say we make another line here for our other smelting that we're going to do, our other cooking, and then we have an item sorter up here somewhere, because remember, everything is going to come down this way. So if that comes down, we can sort it, I don't know, maybe somewhere up here, and then it can distribute everything where it needs to go. So I think, like I said, I think that will be the more resource-friendly thing to do. Probably not iron-wise, but as far as redstone. So for those of you who saw my item sorter that I have over there, or the tutorial, we do have pistons going all the way along the backside, along with obsidian, along with redstone and redstone torches. So, I mean, if we could eliminate that from this build, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And like I said, at the cost of having more hoppers, which thankfully Prowl does have a cat farm that does produce iron as a byproduct, and it's still always going to be a cat farm to me. And I'll always let him know that. But it does produce iron, so if anything, it's just going to cost us a lot in hoppers, but I do think that's the best way to go. I came over to Prowl's iron farm, and what I walked into was all of the witches. Looks like they are attacking each other. I don't know. I really hope they don't kill each other. And I know they use potions of healing once they get damaged, and with how long I've been standing here, I think they would have killed each other already. So I just wanted to see if any iron golems were going to drop down, and I haven't seen one yet. But let's go ahead and check on Prowl's iron supply, and let's see if he actually does have any more iron for us to use, because if he does, that will be great, and then I can build that second line. So, got the flowers. No. No comments. No comment on all the string and how that was obtained. And, oh, we do have iron, so I think I used, I'm pretty sure it's okay for me to take this since we are working on this together. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and take 4 stacks of iron, and that should give me the hoppers I need. And I just want to take a quick look in here once again and see if any iron golems are going to drop down. This is definitely something we're going to have to AFK. Because like I said, we are going to need a bunch of hoppers. Everyone, I just saw something very, very sad. And let's go ahead and take a look. I didn't notice this until I was on my way out. But if we look up, we have cats popping their heads out through the iron bars, trying to escape. So, I mean, I guess it's good that they haven't made their way into the water stream and then fell through the lava, but at the same time, look at them. They are trying so hard to get out, but they can't because they are being held back. I mean, Prowl, come on, man. Look at that. That is so sad. So, I wonder, can we free these cats? We're going to free them, and then he's just going to have cats running all over the place. And I wonder, it's probably because they're just stuck up on the block. They have no way to get down. But I wonder, I don't think this will break his build at all. We just... Oh, there we go, cool. Be free! Oh, you guys want to stay? Where are you guys trying to go? So, let's go ahead and put this iron bar back. And I wish I had some fish to kind of lead them away. There we go. Yes, yes, be free! Be free, cats, be free! And we'll free you as well. The cats are saved, and I just thought of something as, well, after I put in this next row here, so I did knock out the original one, and what I was thinking is if this is going to be cooking the kelp, all of the dried kelp are going to go down here, right? So at some point, we do need to pull it out, and we need to make kelp blocks, and then fuel our furnaces once again. So what I'm thinking is if I bring all of the smokers this way and then I have a hopper line running into the back of them, we could run a hopper minecart into each smoker to distribute the dried kelp. That way it kind of saves us some time. So let's say our storage is down here, we have our dried kelp, we make our kelp blocks, and instead of running down each smoker and placing in dried kelp blocks or kelp blocks, all we do is place them in a chest. And I was thinking about this because of the minecart unloader I made, I think last month. So we would just place all of our kelp blocks into a chest, send it out, or I guess it'd be a hopper minecart, send it out, and it will go along our smoker line and distribute all of the kelp blocks evenly. Now, with that, because of that tutorial, I realized in order to evenly distribute them, though, we would have to have a gap in between each smoker. So that does take away smoker space. So it couldn't be lined up like this. We would have to do smoker, empty spot, or gap, smoker, gap, smoker. So I don't know how effective that will be. But then again, like I said, we do have the rest of this floor right here to fill this in with. So, I mean, we have space to work with. Let's go ahead. We'll try setting it up this way for now, and then we can always discuss it with Prowl and see what we want to do. All right, we have a rough draft, I guess you can say, of how this is going to work. So we have, like I said, we have all of these spaced by one block. That way, all of the kelp blocks can be distributed evenly, because like I said, that is something I found out. If we have them side by side, they will not be evenly distributed. But again, we do have all the space, like I mentioned, and then also this hopper line is set up. So let's say the kelp is coming down, so it's going to filter in, and it's going to start filling up this first one. And after all the kelp comes in, and let's say these are stacks of 64, it's all maxed out, this hopper is going to be like, oh wait, we can't put any more kelp down here, so it's going to move down and then start dropping it down into this one. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So that is all in. That would cook, make its way down, and then head down to the storage system when we actually get it down that far. So let's go ahead and pull that out. I don't want to cook it just yet and burn the kelp blocks. Next, I have a mock-up of this, and of course this is going to look a lot better, a lot prettier. It's not going to look like this, but what I wanted to test, let's go ahead and place in, we have 14 kelp blocks, and we have 7 smokers, so each one should get 2, and probably, I think they may only, well no, they should still get 2 because it still has to come back. So we're going to press that, and this should come back empty. Still has 1. That has 2, 2. Which one only got the 1? It's probably the one at the end, because I probably needed another block gap. Yeah, this one needed to cross over. So let's go ahead and remove this. That there. And we will have to fix this, I think, because what we're going to have are levers sticking off the side of the building. I mean, but then again, we are going to decorate around it, so we'll see. Let's go ahead and flip that again. And I'm going to go ahead and collect all of these. And that's the mistake I made during that tutorial also, is I didn't give it that extra block gap. So it didn't drop down into that last smoker. So again, we have 14. We press it, we send it on its way. It's going to go out, and now all of them should have 2. 2, 2. Okay, yep, it looks like they all have 2, and then of course this is empty, so that works perfectly. Now, when we do have more, I am going to wire this up to a redstone circuit that is going to keep pushing the cart back and forth until it is completely emptied. So that will be very handy, but yeah, all of this works, and I think this is a pretty good start. Before we finish today's episode, because we are all out of time, I went ahead and wired the rest of this up. So the idea is to have, whoop, okay, I guess it's going to take off on its own. So the idea was to place it in, perfect. And I guess Well, I guess that was my demonstration, but let's go ahead and try it with the dried kelp blocks. Like I was saying before, I wanted to end the episode. I just wanted to show you what I have done. So as you saw, the minecart is now going to run all the way across in this loop. And this gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2, 16 smokers. So I guess we can call this a module. And I think this is going to work out perfectly because, again, we have more space to run it down. So 16 smokers I think is a decent amount because, like I said, imagine that all of this has to max out with a full stack of kelp, and this goes all the way down, and then this has to max out. I think this can handle already, at least I think can handle a decent amount of kelp. So let's go ahead, we're going to press it, and each one should get one, why did you get 2? Why did you not get, oh, hello, that is a problem. Okay, so this does need to be a hopper. I mean, we do need to run a hopper into the back of that in order for it to collect. I mean, that's kind of a good idea. So let's try that. That's going to do that, and let me go ahead and collect it all up, and let's try this one more time before we end today's episode. And let's try this one more time. So I had to remake the hopper minecart. Let's place it right there, and 16 kelp blocks go in, we press it, now that one got it, and they should all distribute 1, and it'll come back empty. Now I'm looking at this, because we do have all this floor space here, what I'm thinking is the system that we're going to wire up to actually send the kelp back and forth, I'm probably going to wire it up over here. I mean, that makes more sense. So it's a little more centralized because, I mean, we are at the edge right here. I couldn't really do any redstone unless it comes out this way, but like I said, it makes more sense if I wire that circuit up to be in here, and then that way maybe we can possibly feed both modules. So this is a module, we build a module next to it, and perhaps we can wire it up for the hopper minecart to feed both lines, or at least have 2 hopper minecarts feeding from the same chest right here in the center, and then it can go out when we press the button. I think that's a good idea, but like I said, we are definitely all out of time for today's episode. So with that being said, everyone, this is the end of today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I will see you later.